Hello, poker players! We thought you might like to see the results of peer review. We'd like to take you on a quick tour of Heidi Anderson's revised history course. Heidi is a dedicated instructor who was very engaged in the peer review process. Even the most dedicated instructor, however, might be a little chagrined at receiving non-passing scores. After all, our courses mean a lot to us. After receiving her scores and narrative evaluation, Heidi met with one of the OEI @1 instructional designers to develop a revision plan. Of primary importance were the lower scores in A. Reviewers had noted that the course contained plenty of excellent material that had been chunked into units, but that the information for each unit was in one giant page, making it difficult for students to navigate through the material or to mark their place. They also noted that the home page did not adequately direct students to the next step, and that an explanation of how to use Canvas and how to navigate this course needed development. Heidi wanted to know how she could leverage Canvas to build a more navigable course. Although it's not possible to show you all of the changes Heidi has made during the review process, we can highlight some of the major revisions in her new course to illustrate how she used the feedback she received. First, from the student's perspective, the home page is more uniform and more informative. Students are clearly directed to a starting point, and instructions are given that indicate how to navigate from the home page. When students click on the Begin Here link, they are immediately taken to a module that steps them through navigating the course, outlines expectations, and includes instructions for starting the course successfully. In addition, she has used the CMS to reduce the labor intensity of learning. For instance, the draft of the course required many downloads. Now, material is provided in Canvas pages. The HTML format not only reduces the number of clicks students need to make in order to access the information they need, it is more accessible to screen readers. Finally, she has redesigned her modules to take full advantage of the CMS tools for organizing content and creating a chunked, manageable flow of content. Let's see what this looks like behind the scenes. While the draft of the course had modules, each module was a single page. In the revised course, the material is broken up into smaller pieces, and assignments and discussions are woven seamlessly into the module. Students working through the course can use the next button to move logically through the material, and when they return to a module, they can easily find the place they left off from the numbered list in the module table of contents. Moreover, tutorial material is clearly labeled and easy to find, further reducing the labor intensity for students. The feedback Heidi received in Section A allowed her to transform her class, but these were not the only changes she has made. She also instituted significant changes using feedback in Section B. To enhance instructor-to-student contact and interaction, she is using announcements on a regular basis, created an animation using Voki to welcome her students to the class, and has integrated interaction into her orientation unit. Moreover, in her orientation unit, she's clarified her role, and throughout the module she inserts personal touches that make her role and goals in the class more clear. For instance, as part of the orientation work, students must read her introductory letter and send her a response using the Canvas inbox messaging system. Heidi has strengthened her excellent assessments by providing explicit connections to the SLOs, creating rubrics for each graded assignment, and providing models of student work. Finally, Heidi has done extensive work to make her course more accessible, from reducing the number of downloads and converting material to HTML formats where appropriate, to ensuring all remaining PDFs are accessible. The revisions she has made ensure that all students have equal access to materials in her course. We hope this quick tour illustrates how much impact your thoughtful reviews have on the review process. We'd like to thank Heidi for allowing us to showcase her course. It takes a very special instructor to allow drafts of her course to be discussed by her peers across the state. We'd also like to thank you for your hard work and dedication to improving online teaching and learning throughout the California Community College system. Now, let's play some poker!